one of my favorite stories is there was this man who grew up in India named Srinivasa Ramanujan. And he grew up, he was poor, he didn't have access to the internet, there wasn't the internet at the time, he didn't have any formal education. But somehow he managed to get a book, he got a math textbook. And it didn't cover all math, it just covered a part, but that textbook was enough for him to basically figure out all of modern mathematics that had existed at that time and push the field forward. And so I kind of think about this, and what would have happened if he'd had access to the internet? Right? I mean, how much better, if we'd invested in that kind of infrastructure and connectivity, how much better off would the world be? And then you kind of think today, well, more than half of people in the world don't have access to the internet. Right? And that's why, at Facebook, we're working on projects like internet.org to try to make it so that every single person has access to the internet. I mean, how many more Ramanujans are out there who could deliver really amazing things for the whole world if they had access to that kind of infrastructure, and if we as a society invested in that? So, I don't know, this is something that I feel really strongly about.
1729 has any mathematician knows the story behind this. One of the most brilliant mathematical minds to ever walk the planet was an Indian mathematician by the name of Ramanujan. Self-taught genius, and almost went undiscovered, but sent his work.
Ramanujan is an inspirational figure. After all, he's the topic of a popular Hollywood film now, The Man Who Knew Infinity. But he's much more than an inspirational figure to me. He's been